What is up, you bushy boys and girls? Back at it again with another bushy fitness vid. Can I ask you bushes something? What do you think the number one reason is for someone to join the gym? To lose fat or weight. And I'm going to go over the BMI scale on why that is not always the best metric to tell how you're doing or how your progress is going. Before I start the video, follow the TikTok, Instagram. I edit all my own videos. Editor Bush here. I'll probably put those pictures there, but I just gotta remind myself by talking about it in the video before I get started. So what is the BMI scale? It measures if you are near obesity, being too fat, and at a risk for mortality, which, yeah, it means death. I don't normally use big words, but death, yeah, not a good thing. So how the BMI scale works is you take your height and your weight. So I am 5'8" without shoes, but 5'9" on my driver's license, remember that. And a little under 170 pounds. We're going to round it up to 170 just to make it easier on the dang scale. So I did the math, I plugged those numbers into the chart. I am at the 26 range, and I'll put a picture up. Hopefully it has the ranges on there, I don't remember. But that is the lower end of overweight. Now the big old bush, I've done a bodybuilding show, I lift 5 times a week, I've been starting to do more cardio on my bike. I feel like I'm around, I don't want to say on the dot 15% body fat, but I feel like I'm generally pretty healthy, so seeing this definitely hurt my feelings, and I am trying to lose more weight, but even if I get down to like 160, I'm still going to be like that upper end, which I don't even want to see. You know, the general person be like, well, I want to be in the middle of that first range, that healthy range. I don't want to be overweight. But unfortunately, especially here in the US of A, that is just how it is. There are lots of advertisements for foods, things to do, a lot of sedentary activity, being on your phone. Technology is bigger than ever, and it is only going to expand, which is a good and bad thing. And as I say, too much of a good thing is usually a bad thing. So let's say you plug in your bushy numbers and you don't like how it looks. You know, you've been starting to get in the gym ever since watching the big old Bushmaster Harry ever since he retired from the sheep machine days. Well, that's just my average Tuesday. What? Don't worry, a good way to measure your progress, obviously compare yourself to you by taking pictures, using that scale every day. I know things can get out of control. You might have a cheat meal, you know, you might not work out one day, whatever. You don't gotta be perfectly consistent, but it's definitely the effort that matters, because, you know, I don't want to be too hard on you bushes, but the reason you are fat is on you in the first place, because ultimately the decisions we make every day, which as technology increases, we have more little decisions that we make that makes us the bushes who we are. Life is all about choices, and you just gotta make substitutions, alternatives to lower your body fat, and that is just how it is, because how food is around the world, you know, how easily accessible like fast food is. Shoot, I had Taco Bell yesterday, but you gotta really look like on the menu. You don't gotta obsess over calories, protein, anything, but if you are gonna have like a cheat meal or fast food meal, just don't try to snack in between. Drink more water, more diet pop. There's a lot of little tricks you can do to trick your stomach into thinking that you were full. Back to the progress, so not just a scale, but pictures can also be your friend. Taking a picture every day or most days, if you don't have someone else that can guide you and tell you that you are making changes, it is easy to develop body dysmorphia, and that is not a good thing, because you will hate how you look all the time, even if you are losing weight. And again, you don't want to lose weight too rapidly, because then it is going to lead to muscle loss. So I'd suggest 200-300 calorie deficit. And if you don't know what the heck a calorie deficit is, there's a certain amount of calories that you need to put into your body. So food, some drink, not too much, don't drink too much calories, but anyways, a certain amount of calories you gotta put into your body, and then a certain amount at rest, you know, just sitting here being a lazy old bush, or doing your daily activities, work, whatever. So the calories in, calories out, and if you eat more than you burn, that is how you are going to gain weight. Having all these high calorie foods, I mean, it is only a matter of time before you gain that excess body fat. So having somebody with you that can keep you accountable is ideal too, but I understand that's not the situation for everybody. So just taking a progress picture, that way you can look back instead of at the mirror every day, because when you look in the mirror, you can't see your past body. That's why it's helpful to have those pictures if you can. Just a front and a back image is fine, or just do the same poses, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever helps. Going back on the calories to find your maintenance, it does take some trial and error, and the websites aren't exactly accurate. Of course, it depends on your activity level too, how much you work at your job, you know, whatever you do, how long you lift weights, exercise, how big you are, how old you are. It is a lot of things to calculate. I would recommend that general calorie calculator just to get started. And if you're doing it, let's say it gives you like 2,600 calories and you were just a newbie and you notice you're gaining weight, even though you're exercising, let's just taper that down, go down a couple hundred. So from your maintenance to lose weight, yeah, first you gotta find your maintenance and then go 200-300 down from that. And then it is all about just little goals over time, not necessarily the end goal. Like, let's say you want to be that 15% body fat bush. I want to be in that athlete percentage range for males, because you said 15 to 20% body fat, but you are currently about 35. Let's try to get to 30 or 25 first. That first part is definitely the easiest. Getting started in the gym or losing weight, you are going to either lose water or gain muscle really quickly being a newbie. That is what's fun. I remember my incline bench press. I've told the story multiple times. It increased like 5 pounds, 5-10 pounds each session. So dang fun, but yeah, I'm now like 3 years in, and I am still trying to work up to a plate or a 45 on each side. That's just some gym bro lingo for my top set of 12. That would be dope. So bodybuilding is awesome because you can just slowly work on yourself over time. You are building your body, hence the name. It is more than just an activity, it's a lifestyle, and you don't got to get consumed with all the fitness stuff, make that a super part of your life. That is just what I love doing. But in my opinion, everybody should be active in some sort of way, whether you're just going on a walk after work or you're gonna compete on stage. So don't worry too much about the BMI scale or anything you find online that just takes basic measurements or asks you for your height, weight, age. Everybody is different. That is what is beautiful about fitness. That's it for the video, you bushy boys and girls. So if you guys enjoyed, again, follow TikTok, Instagram. I doubt I'll put it up a second time, assuming I did the first. I believe the next video is the cut to 160. I'm just going to be recording various stuff throughout the week, mainly food, hopefully showing some of my weight. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but I am around that 170, a little bit under, so it's been going very good. But again, losing that first initial weight is definitely the easiest part of any weight loss journey. And I just want to prove that the calorie method definitely does work. You don't have to be super strict, track every day. Just be aware about what you're putting in your body, ramp up your activity, and most importantly, just have fun with it. Anyways, guys, if you like, comment, subscribe, see you bushes. Later.